Hi, good evening, everyone. We're going to start on time. Today webinar is about the new digital role for every one of us in the digital economy. The digital economy that is going to occupy most of the world economy. So we will see some statistics shortly, how the digital economy is going and occupy most of the traditional economy. So in the 21st century, all the economies, the country's economy will become digital economy. So let's have a look at how the human develop, evolve, and transform traditionally by nature. So as we see here, like a human being, the only creature on earth, they are evolving and developing. Other creatures, animal, they were born, they never get any training or any education, they have limited knowledge, they do what they are supposed to do. Human are the only creatures that they are evolving and developing from what we see the old lifestyle to a new modern life. In the history, for example, we use camels for shipping. If you would like to ship from one city to another, today we have cars. We went through this like introducing car in the history and use car to ship good from one city to another. Now we have drone shipping good smartly enough from the source to where we need to deliver. Behind all this evolution is one element, which is a human being. The human being who are developing themselves, they are gaining knowledge and skills every day, and they are moving from one stage to another. If we look at the statistics from digital economy, we see, for example, here, we see Aramco in 2019 was the largest company on earth. Currently, Aramco produce or generate about less than $500 million per day, and this is we're counting the oil price. Okay, so if we calculate less than $50 per barrel times 10 million barrels per day, we will have less than $1 billion per day. But if we compare with a digital platform such as Alibaba, which could make Alibaba made in single days in November 2019 $40 billion transaction per day. $40 billion transaction per day. And if we compare between Alibaba and Aramco, Alibaba is just a digital platform. Aramco, first we have a gift from God, all this oil underground. And we have a huge amount of investment, let's say from Saudi Arabia, to invest and have this $500 million per day. Okay, so this is just to see how we're shifting, how we're transforming. And as we know, Saudi Arabia has Vision 2030 to move from oil-based economy into digital economy by 2030. Okay, so if we have a look at how the world companies are doing, if we look at Apple, Apple market capitalization today is over $2 trillion. The first time in the history, one company market capitalization of Apple exceeded $2 trillion. And it is today the top world company. Aramco was number one 2019, 2020, Apple, it's a digital company. And when I say digital, it doesn't mean software company. Digital is more advanced than software. we will see later on in our presentation. Apple revenue is about $265 billion, equal to 60 developing country economy. Amazon, $232 billion. Samsung, $225 billion. Samsung revenue is more than the GDP of a whole country, Kuwait, which is one of the top oil country in the world. 3D printing, which is part of digital economy, will generate about $50 billion, only 3D printing, by 2025, in 5 years. If we look at IoT, Internet of Things, and Industrial Internet of Things, Internet of Things and Industrial Internet of Things will generate about $20 trillion to the world economy by 2030. $20 trillion is equal to United States GDP. Blockchain alone by 2030, in 10 years, will generate to the economy $3.1 trillion. Smart city market will reach $2.5 trillion by 2025. If we look at the world economy in general, the world economy, the whole world economy, is about $90 trillion. 2019, it was $90 trillion. Look at this incredible digital economy prediction. Digital technology is predicted to generate $60 trillion by 2025. Just in 5 years, digital economy will add to the world economy about $60 trillion. $60 trillion represent 2/3 of today's world economy, which is about $90 trillion. So if we look here at some companies, what happened to some of the large companies in the world, and how a small startup company, they took over massive company. If we look at Nokia, Kodak, BlackBerry, Motorola, Nokia alone was occupying over 70% of the mobile phone market share. With Apple in 2007, Apple has no market share, has no experience in mobile phone. By introducing a new business model enabled by digital technologies, it become now #1 in smartphone, taking Nokia away from the business of mobile phone. If we look at Uber, Airbnb, Alibaba, Amazon, Netflix, Spotify, all of these companies, most of them, they are very brand new companies, small companies. They came into market armed with digital technologies and a new business model. It's not enough to use digital technologies alone without business model. We need business model supported or enabled by digital technologies in order to make difference, in order to create digital disruption in the industry and the market. We have a lot of data. We have a lot of complexity of data. We're producing, storing, sharing a lot of data. Our brain has a limitation. We can't comprehend all this complexity of this data. We store a lot of data, but unfortunately, we can't benefit from this data because of our brain limitation. If we look at this, for example, we look at, this is DNA sequencing. The human body has about 60 trillion cells. 60 trillion cell, and each cell has 2 meters of DNA. If we multiply 60 trillion cell which we can't see, 60 trillion cell times 2 meters of DNA will have 120 trillion meters, which is the distance between Earth and Sun 400 times. So this complexity of DNA, how to doing this DNA sequencing, it is impossible by a human brain. That's why we need analytics. The need for analytics, artificial intelligence, an intelligent system is, we don't have an option. We have to use analytics. We have to use artificial intelligence in order to analyze this massive amount of data. Okay? So this is the reason we would like to talk about digital transformation. The digital transformation, the objective of digital transformation is to transform our company or organization from traditional company or traditional organization into digital company and digital organization, which belong to the digital economy. So I have created this framework for digital transformation. Most people in the world, they understand digital transformation as it is just a software. Some of them, they understand it's ERP, CRM. Some people, they understand it as just using artificial intelligence and analytics. And this is a huge mistake, because McKinsey and IDC, they reported 70% of a global digital transformation initiative by global company will fail, 70%. And one of the reasons is because these big companies, they don't understand digital transformation. They understand digital transformation, as I mentioned, as the best understanding is to use artificial intelligence or blockchain or IoT or something like this. And this is a huge mistake. I removed one of the slide and I created this equation talking about how we can understand digital transformation. And I say digital transformation equal digitization, which we call a digital change. It means using technology plus a new digital business model. This is my own equation. So using technology without new digital business model, new innovative digital business model, we don't call it digital transformation, we call it digital change. And digital change, it can give me some performance and it can give me some, like, enhance my efficiency, but unfortunately, it doesn't protect me from the tsunami of digital disruption that can remove me from business completely. Okay. So anyway, it's a huge topic about digital transformation. And I created this framework in order to facilitate people understanding of digital transformation. So this framework called metrics, and this is kind of acronym. Each letter represent one component of digital transformation initiative. And the first letter M represent mindset. Mindset, which I talked about it at the beginning. If you have a company and technology come in, and when the technology comes in and you just sit in your comfort zone and do nothing and complain about technology removing a job, this is the mindset of someone who doesn't want to evolve naturally, like as I mentioned at the beginning. Naturally, the human, they evolve, they develop. And I showed a lot of examples at the beginning. If this person, this leader, has this mindset of looking ahead and learn what's happening, what's new, what's the world trend, and transform the job, transform the asset, train the employees, hire the right skill. This is the type of mindset that can evolve and move from one status to another, from one position to another, to gain and to win and to transform. So Nokia, if you look at the interview with the Nokia CEO, they were laughing at Apple at the beginning. They say, we sell million of phone and Apple sell 0 phone. And after they were removed from business, they were laughing at themselves. Because this type of mindset that you are happy with what you're doing and you don't care about your competitors or potential competitors, that put you in a position that it might remove you from business. So the mindset of the company leader or the organization leader to have this transformation mindset and digital mindset is super crucial for the company to transform. And we have another component, which is the strategy. Most of the company, they don't have digital strategy. Today, strategy is digital strategy. If you treat digital as an add-on or as an attachment, you're definitely going to lose your business and lose your job in the 21st century. Digital must be in the heart and the core of your strategy. So every single organization around the world must build their digital strategy. Okay, how to build the digital strategy? This is another question. So we have to do market analysis, see what's happening around me, what my competitors are doing, what the potential competitors are doing, locally, regionally, globally. And based on what everybody is doing, I put strategy. Strategy is just a high-level objective, not detailed. Detail will come later in innovation. So we have to have a strategy. We have to have innovation. Any organization or company around the world, without innovation, they will never go further in digital transformation. Most of the companies, if I can mention, especially here in the Middle East, they are driven by vendors. They don't have digital knowledge. They don't have digital strategy. They just buy digital product from vendors, and the vendor influence them by just selling their product, and buying vendors' product is not always in your best interest. Okay. And then the other important point is customer-centric. We don't have time to talk about everything. I have the experience to helping one of the large company in the region, without mentioning name. And they told me, I was told that they have built one of the most sophisticated system using analytics, using artificial intelligence, the latest technology. The CIO told me that unfortunately, no customer is using this system. Our customers are not using this system. And what is the problem with this? The problem is that this company built this product based on the advice of one of the vendors, without investigating the need of the customers, without seeing what the customer need, what the customer value, what the customer challenge, what the customer want. All our digital transformation, when we move into digital, it has to be around customer-centric, and about employees. We have internal digital transformation and external digital transformation. Of course, we have to be careful on the regulation. We have to do some transformation, but within the border of regulation. And at the end of the day, after you put your digital strategy, it's not enough to have digital strategy. And digital strategy is not what your CEO is talking about. Digital strategy must be a document, written document, strategic document for the next 5 years, for example. This strategy must be executed. Never invite vendor to build your digital strategy. You have to have knowledge within the organization to enough. You can have, and you can invite some consultant to help you to build your digital strategy, but mostly it should be developed by you as an organization. You have to execute this strategy, and this is even harder challenge, 3 times more challenging to execute the strategy than building it. So how to execute the strategy? You execute the strategy by building internal capabilities. Those internal capabilities, they should innovate. Every single employee in your organization must innovate, must innovate. You put KPI and evaluation at the end of the year. This is how we do digital transformation. It's not by inviting Cisco or SAP to do digital transformation for my organization. This is terrible mistake. This is a huge mistake that will take you out of business at the end of the day, unfortunately. So this is like briefly, we don't have time to talk more about digital transformation, but this framework, there's a lot of detail under each one of these component, but this is my own framework. We need our employees, every single employees, every single professional around the world, whether it's in healthcare, in education, in transport, whether it's a medical doctor or mechanical engineer. We have to look at the Gartner Hype Cycle for Emerging Technology. We have to look to see what's happening around the world. I have to understand, if I am not technical person, I need to understand how artificial intelligence works, how artificial intelligence can add value, what type of a challenge they can solve, what kind of business value they can add. I need to understand blockchain profoundly, even if I'm not technical. How I'm going to innovate if I don't understand digital technology? And by the way, innovation comes from business people, not from technical people. Technical people, they will never innovate around business. They innovate around technology. But we're talking about business transformation here. So those employees from top down need to understand deeply all type of technologies. And they have a challenge, business challenge, and they match with what this technology can offer to solve and overcome the challenges I am facing as a business person. How to implement? Technical people, they can implement my innovation. But the innovation idea comes from business people. Unfortunately, not many people, they understand things like this. So what do we need to know? Any person, any leader, any business, any industry need to understand this type of digital technology, data science and data analytics. How many people they understand data analytics and data science? And what is data science? What is data analytics? How they work together? What is data analysis? We need to understand. Most companies around the world, the digital, led by ignorant people about digital, how they can succeed. This is an opportunity for the vendors to influence them and lead them wherever they want. Unfortunately, this is a situation. What is the relationship between data analytics, data science, machine learning, deep learning, artificial intelligence? How they are working together? We need to understand all these pieces of the puzzle, not just one piece, everything. Whatever you are doing, it doesn't matter. You need to understand all of these. This is the culture of the 21st century. This is the culture of digital economy, because every single company, every single industry will be digital. And if you don't educate yourself, if you don't upskill, if you don't reskill your skill set with a new digital skill, you will fail and your organization will fail. So data science, data analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence. We need to understand big data. What is big data? Most people, they think big data is just the size of the data. unfortunately. What is IoT? Internet of Things, and industrial Internet of Things. How I can benefit? All of this technology is there. Everybody can learn. We need to invest in ourselves, to be ahead, to lead, to have a great job in the digital economy, in the digital era. Blockchain, we need to understand blockchain. Most people, they understand blockchain as just Bitcoin. Many bank leaders, they have never heard even of Bitcoin or even fintech. How you can survive? How you can survive? You can't survive. It's impossible to survive in the 21st century if you don't educate yourself and your employees about digital technologies and put digital strategy and start innovate and educate your people and hire the right skills. If we look at the bank, for example, Facebook, it's a Facebook. It's just a social networking platform. They will build Libra, the new cryptocurrency, in the 2020, and it will form the largest bank on earth. Why? Because they have digital capability. They have customer base. They have 3 billion customers and users. What is the strategy of the rest of the bank around the world? If they don't have a strategy and they position themselves to have a space, to have a slot in the digital economy, definitely they will disappear, like what happened to Nokia, Motorola, Kodak, Toys R Us, Debenham, and many others. We have to understand cloud computing. We have to understand smart city, how smart city is based on IoT, no matter what business you are in. So there are a lot of things, actually, we don't have time to talk about every single thing. We have to understand all level of maturity of analytic, descriptive analytic, diagnostic analytic, predictive, prescriptive, cognitive, artificial intelligence. Don't tell me you need to be technical to understand. We're not talking about programming and technique. We understanding the business value coming from this technology. How predictive analytics can add value to my business? How prescriptive analytics can add value to my business? How artificial intelligence and blockchain can add business value? Okay, so definitely, as you know, the driverless car is coming this year in real life. Like if we look at Tesla, the plan was to release about manufacture 1 million driverless car, completely driverless. But now with Corona is disrupted this plan, and flying taxi, as you're hearing all of these. So we need to deal with this driverless car from Uber. Uber created the digital disruption, right, in the market. But if Uber stopped transforming, listen about this transformation. Digital transformation is not project. Digital transformation, it's a journey. It has a start, but no end. No end. The second Uber stop transforming, Tesla will take over. There is no border. Tesla is electric car, but will create driverless car, and those driverless car will work as an Uber without a driver. If Uber doesn't invest, that's why Uber now investing heavily in driverless car to keep itself in the competition with Tesla and other players. Chatbot, whether with text or NLP, you're a bank. A chatbot can give you approval for millions of dollars in a matter of seconds while you're talking to. You're asking for $1 million loan, and chatbot with artificial intelligence in the back end can check everything about you in a matter of seconds and give you approval and tell you while you're talking to, at the time when you're requesting and applying for loan, congratulations, the money is already in your account, because I can see, I checked. Chatbot with artificial intelligence can check millions of PDF document in a matter of seconds. With KYC, with the blockchain, And this chatbot can deal with thousands of customers at the same time. So look how one bank planning and using properly the technology in one bank, not how this bank will go up and the other bank will go out from the competition. Digital twin, which is part of IoT. And inside digital twin, we have industrial Internet of Things or Internet of Things. We have analytics. We have 5G. We have artificial intelligence. We have asset performance management. We have a lot of things. It depends on my business. If I am heavy infrastructure business, let's say like General Electric, I was leading digital in the region in Middle East, Africa, Turkey, Ukraine, digital health, and digital oil and gas. How we can connect jet engine to the industrial Internet of Things. How I can predict this jet engine when it will fail, or I can avoid the trip of oil and gas machine underground, 15 kilometers underground. How I can add this value, how I can transform this physical asset into digital asset. And I know everything about this machine and about the entire plan. I can predict, I can tune this machine automatically. A lot of example, but unfortunately we don't have time to talk about every single thing. How I can understand blockchain. Blockchain will add to the world economy $3.1 trillion by 2030 in 10 years. Blockchain will become mainstream technology by 2025, in 5 years. Whether you like it or not, whether you need it or not, definitely you need it. It will replace server client technology. Distributed. Blockchain is not only about cryptocurrency. Blockchain is infrastructure computing way of doing it. It's evolving law. 70% of investment in blockchain coming from bank. And you will tell me, oh, banks, they don't like blockchain. Banks, they don't like anonymous cryptocurrency, but they love a blockchain because it can solve a lot of problems. Reconciliation, distributed ledger, smart contract. It will save a lot of money and create a lot of money and time. Save time and money and generate, as I said, $3.1 or $2 trillion in 10 years. It will become mainstream technology, replacing server client technology by 2025. Smart contract. How much time will save? When you have two companies today, they are dealing with each other, okay, they're trading. They have just a normal contract, PDF. When there is a problem, they have to go with lawyer and court. With a smart contract, it's a smart contract, it's just a program, execute by code, no misunderstanding. The condition is very clear for both parties. No one can just put effort to miss or to understand differently. There is no misunderstanding. It's code, 1 + 1. There is a condition, clear condition. So two companies, they are dealing with each other. Each company has their own data, their own ledger. That's why there is a lot of reconciliation and fighting. I paid you, you didn't pay me. With this distributed ledger technology or private blockchain, we call it, and smart contract control this relationship. Two companies or 100 companies, they are dealing with each other. They have the same ledger. It means the same database. I can't update my database before you update your database and controlled by the contract, the smart contract. Imagine how much time will save from arguing and I paid you, you didn't pay me, why this, why that, and this is what we call reconciliation. You remove reconciliation completely. How we can benefit from this if we don't understand? Okay. So you tell me some job will disappear? Yes. But many jobs will be created. That the use of technology is not to remove a human, is to grow, is to grow the company. This company with 400 employees, they have $1 million, let's say, income or revenue. After 20 years, they have 300 million revenue, and they have 3,500 employees. The technology doesn't come to cut job. Technology comes to empower people to produce more, to be more efficient, to be more productive, to be more effective. This is the aim of technology. But at the same time, we have to keep learning. This is the point. This is a key point. We have to keep ourselves updated with the latest skills needed for the new business, for the digital economy, for example, now. If we keep ourselves in our comfort zone, that will be catastrophic. So, type of job, if we look at the digital role, if you're a data scientist, you will be very spoiled these days. Everybody would like to employ data scientists. In US 2018, they have shortage by 2 billion because the universities, they don't have skills to create a program in data science and data analytics. They started, but they don't even have people to teach about data science, artificial intelligence. It's so much in demand. Okay, so data scientist is a #1 job in the 21st century. Artificial intelligence, blockchain expert, industrial Internet of Things, sensors, mechanical engineers. They need to learn how to install sensors on this machine. For example, jet engine. When I was working with GE, we put up more than 20 to 30 sensors inside the jet engine. Each sensor get me data in real time about the temperature, about the pressure, about the vibration, about each piece of this internal machine. I don't need to conduct time-based maintenance anymore. I will conduct condition-based maintenance, because this data coming from internal, and with analytics, I know that my machine is healthy. There is no need to stop and lose time and production. The machine will tell me with digital twin, when do I need to conduct maintenance? Not time-based anymore. Cloud computing expertise, augmented reality, digital. Look at radiologists. Radiologists need half an hour to diagnose and write a report about one single medical image. Artificial intelligence, and by the way, 15% statistics, international research showed like 15% mistakes in the reporting about, by radiologists. Okay? Artificial intelligence can diagnose and report about thousands of medical images in less than 1 second, and super accurate. So we don't need to study radiology anymore. It doesn't mean like no radiologists at all, but the number of radiologists will be very small in the world. And we need to enter this radiologist, the new radiologists, they should understand artificial intelligence, to how to build or how to, because this technology empower radiologists. But instead of having, let's say in a big hospital, let's say 10 radiologists, it's enough to have just one, because you have a system, and this person, it doesn't do much. It just learn how to drive this artificial intelligence machine to diagnose and write a report about the medical images. This is how our life transformed. For any person who is not technical, you tell me I'm not technical, what should I do? If you're not technical person, as I said, you have to educate yourself and invest in yourself to learn about all this technology deep enough to be leader in digital world. You don't need to be technical, because you will have technical under you. But you, as a leader, business leader, you need to understand this technology. You don't need to do it with programming but you need to understand how this technology can add value to the business. And you are capable of conducting conversation with your technical team. So every single business leader around the world, they should understand deeply about digital transformation. And we have a position called, or role called, digital transformation manager, and the different level. Even chief digital transformation officer. This is very popular now with the big company. The CEO appoint chief digital transformation officer, report to the CEO, and lead at executive level all the digital transformation of the company. But underneath, you will have a many people who understand, big team of digital transformation, as I mentioned in my previous slide. Digital business leader, this one, to understand technology. So you have to understand management and technology. Okay? So we're about to conclude. We don't have time to talk so much here, but it was just to give you overview. Let me introduce myself quickly in a couple of minutes. So my name is Samir El-Masri. I am the CEO of Digitalization. Digitalization is it's a brand new company, like 3-year-old, but Digitalization is helping the largest companies and organization in the Middle East mainly. So all telecommunication company, big bank, real estate, government, we're helping them to digitally transform themselves. So we help them with consultancy, putting some digital strategy, helping them with assessing their capabilities, helping them to create innovation culture, helping them to train their staff. Those two courses, digital transformation and digital business leader, I will show you in a second, they are very important for any business leader around the world. And many people, they are taking these courses because they know about digital transformation and they know about digital technology. So myself, I'm leading this company. We worked with General Electric, we worked with NTT in Australia, in France, in Japan, in the region. And we have a lot of contribution to the digital transformation initiative in the region. We have a YouTube channel. We're very active on LinkedIn, in training, in consultancy, in building, in blockchain, artificial intelligence, digital transformation, industrial Internet of Things, all type of digital technology. So that's why we give you an offer today. The first, we have now 2 popular courses. Certified Digital Business Leader. This course, it helps you to understand for business leader, designed for business leader, data science, analytics, machine learning, artificial intelligence, industrial Internet of Things, cloud computing, big data, cybersecurity, blockchain. Almost all of these, each one, like you have a module, you have a question, you have and you have certification, you have exam online, you have certification. The cost of this course is $784. $784 initially or originally. We have another course called Certified Digital Transformation Professional. This is like kind of management, digital transformation management. The Certified Digital Business Leader is more about technologies, but for business leader, for technical leader, we don't teach you programming, but we give you deep enough information and knowledge and skill about all these technologies one by one. Okay, you don't need to go and have artificial intelligence course, could be for technical or non-technical. This is when you have this course, you don't need anything else as leader. Okay, Certified Digital Transformation Professional. This one of the unique courses around the world, also with exam and certification. And this course, you remember the framework we talked about: innovation, execution, strategy, digital strategy, customer-centric, regulation. All of these, actually, it's part of the digital transformation course. Anyway, so then thank you very much for attending, and I will see you hopefully one day soon. And I'm always available for you guys. Thank you very much.